Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so grateful. In today's video, I want to let you know how you can create the most effective, the most authentic, and the most powerful affirmations if you're using that as techniques. So, when it comes to manifestation techniques, because people really want to do it perfectly, and I completely understand why, especially if someone is still at a learning stage and trying to understand themselves, their inner world, how their mind works, it can be really scary to kind of think of that you might not be doing this perfectly. So there are a lot of questions around different kind of techniques, but in today's video I specifically want to speak about affirmations. So when it comes to affirmations, people get confused about what kind of things, how to create them, what kind of sentences to use. Can we affirm in the past tense or present tense? Do we have to be really specific and use someone's name if it's around a specific person, for example? So I'm going to answer all these questions in this video and really help you with coming up with the best affirmations that would be really impactful in a way that it actually changes your state. And we know that if you want to manifest, you need to change your state. It does not matter what you want, it matters who you are. So if your state matches with the state of that person, that identity, that version of you that already has your desire, then your manifestation is going to show up anytime soon. So firstly, let's talk about the tense. Should you be affirming in future tense or present tense? So everyone is different. Okay, let's start over there. Everyone's resistance level is different. Everyone's understanding of when words are going on inside you, inside your mind, is different. Everyone's way of talking is different. Everyone's grammar is different. Everyone's language is different. It's completely okay to manifest in the future tense. Let that burden go. It's completely okay, I repeat, to manifest in the future tense. Is it okay to affirm in the present tense? Yes. It implies that you are already that person. So if I say, today I took bath, it will kind of imply that I have taken bath already. Today I'm going to take bath. Still does not matter. Because in my mind today, that is going to happen. I'm still confirming that for my mind. You can say, today I've received the parcel. Okay, so you are already that person who has received the parcel. I can say that today I'm going to receive the parcel. It's still the same thing. It does not imply anything differently. Personally, I always manifest in the future tense. Why? Because my resistance level is different. I don't really like affirming in the present tense. Because when I'm using affirmations in the present tense, the inner voice always comes up to say that, no, this is not true. You don't have this. You don't have this right now. You're not that person. You don't have this. And being a manifestation teacher, I am aware that if you persist in that enough, then definitely you will reach that place where that is your state, where you do convince your mind. But if you have a lot of resistance around that, you have other options. You don't have to torture yourself into that state. Okay, this thing is causing me resistance. How else can I do that? It still works. So you don't have to be scared about just affirming in the present tense. If it causes a lot of resistance, affirm in the future tense. I am going to receive that opportunity very soon. I'm going to receive that opportunity next week. I'm going to get the call back next week. It doesn't have to be, oh, I've received the call back. I've received the opportunity. Your subconscious mind does not differentiate between your past, present, and future. If you want to understand the topic of subconscious mind in detail, but yet in a really simple manner, where things are not complex and you're able to understand in a simple language, do check out my playlist, Subconscious Mind. Your brain does not know the difference between present, past, and future. If you anticipate having a surgery or anything that you're afraid of, you will still manifest the same kind of fear while you're going through the surgery. So stop getting technical, stop putting all this pressure on yourself. Whatever you're comfortable with, whether it's the present tense or the future tense, or a lot of people actually do affirm in the past tense because they want to imply to their mind that, This is already my life. This has already taken place. It's a normal part of my life. Whatever you're comfortable with, affirm that way. Now, how do you create your affirmations? I always after my coaching sessions, one-on-one coaching and email coaching both, I do not prepare affirmations for the clients and share it with them. I share an activity with them through which they can prepare their most authentic and genuine affirmations. Why? Because I would be preparing affirmation through my language, my preference, my grammar. What kind of words hit me? What kind of words make me feel something? What kind of words change my state? But that might not be something that changes your state. That might not be something that hits the sweet spot for you. I want you to create affirmations that are the most natural and authentic to you. What do I mean by that? Follow these steps. These are the same steps I share with my clients. I'm going to share the same steps with you. Firstly, I want you to sit down and imagine that what you desire is already a part of your life. You have achieved it, you have accomplished it, whether it was your career, a job, a personal relationship, good friendships, good health, good body, anything. And I want you to genuinely imagine it. What will your life be once you have this? So you're going to ask yourself a few questions. Okay, today that I've received this opportunity, let's talk about today. Okay, just act like it happened today. Or it happened yesterday. Okay, anything but just in the recent few days. Now you are ready, you have processed it, that this is a part of my life, that this has actually taken place, it has shown up, I have manifested it. Whom are you going to call next and let them know? Where is this good news going next? Is it going to your best friend? Is it going to your partner? Is it going to your parents? Is it going to your sibling? What are you going to do next? Is it going to be an update on any of your social media pages? Is it going to be an update on your WhatsApp status? What is going to happen next? That is the second step. I want you to really understand what is going to happen next. And the third step is, what kind of language, what kind of expression, what kind of enthusiasm, what kind of words are you using when you are conveying this good news? Those will be your most authentic, most natural, and the most powerful affirmations. So no, the most powerful and magical affirmations are not the ones that are being shared on a lot of short form content on Instagram. These are the magical affirmations for the Lines portal, or these are the magical affirmations for manifesting wealth, or these are the magical affirmations for manifesting a specific person. The most impactful affirmations are the ones that change your state, that hit a spot for you, that make you feel something inside. And I'm not talking about emotions. Go watch my video to understand the difference between emotions and feelings. The video is called What It Means to Feel It Real. Do you really have to feel it real? And how often? It's like a 3-video series. Feeling can be anything. It can be peace. It can be joy. It can just be relaxation and contentment. It can just be hopefulness. These are all feelings. What kind of words are making you feel happy, content, joyful, or peaceful? Because once you have manifested this, there's definitely some kind of feeling going on. You are relaxed, you're at peace, or you're really excited. There's something going on in your body. There would be some kind of happiness, some kind of joy. And that would increase a bit when you're planning to tell it to someone, when you're planning to convey it to your parents or your siblings or your friends. Now, the fourth step is, I want you to write down what you're going to exactly tell them. And then I want you to kind of edit those sentences and make them concise, short, that you can repeat on a daily basis. Now, let's take an example of a job. If I've received the opportunity and I've accepted it, the next thing definitely would be me telling my friends and my parents and my sister. So I would tell them, I've gotten the job offer. I've accepted the job offer. I'm getting paid this much. This is the hike I got. It is 2 times, 3 times, 4 times more than what I was earning earlier. And because I'm really excited about my future plans with this income, I would be telling them, now I'm excited to do this. Now I'm excited to join this class finally. Now I'm finally excited to have a good work-life balance. Now I'm finally excited to learn this skill. Now I'm finally excited to save enough to travel twice internationally in 1 year. So this is how I talk. This is how I speak. And what happens when you pick up affirmations from here and there? Those words might not resonate with you. For me personally, really advanced vocabulary doesn't do anything for me. And I'm talking about English, the language English, it doesn't do anything for me. My native language is Hindi. So do I do all my techniques in Hindi? No. It really depends on what I am manifesting. So if it's just, for example, patching up my relationship with someone, if I talk to that person in Hindi in real life, then yes, my inner conversation and visualization would be in that language. That's what I mean when I say authentic. If I am trying to manifest interviews or callbacks, my internal dialogue and visualization would be in English because that's how I would be speaking when I'm in an interview. So it comes out very naturally for me. It keeps changing between both the languages. When it comes to affirmations, I do my affirmations in English. I don't do a lot of affirmations. I call it internal mindful dialogue. For me, it's usually that. It's not a technique I practice every day. If saying affirmations in your native language makes you change your state, makes you feel something, makes you connect to that state and that version of yours that is that person now who has the desire, then you can affirm in your native language. Just ask yourself a few things. How will I think? How will I talk? How will I convey this news to people? What is my language? What are the words I'm comfortable with? Grammar, vocabulary, everything. Take everything into consideration. What feels the most authentic to you? If that happened today, if your desire showed up today and you have to tell it to someone, how are you going to convey it? Those are your affirmations. Polish them, edit them a bit, make them short, and come up with like 5-6 affirmations that cover everything you're trying to manifest, and then repeat them on a daily basis. You don't have to pick up anyone else's affirmations, and if you don't want to, there are a lot of sources. So even if you come across short form content, I'm sorry to say magic affirmations don't exist. I made a detailed video on this even in my members group coaching class last week. Magic affirmations don't exist. Whatever works for you is the magic affirmation for you. Whichever technique works for you is the magical technique for you. My magical techniques are SATs, visualization, and inner conversation. That might not be the same for you. My magical techniques are not your magical techniques. My magical affirmations are not your magical affirmations because you are different. Your past is different, your experience is different, your resistance is different, your language is different. Now, if you do come across any content where they are telling you a few affirmations, but you are feeling good when you're repeating that, definitely pick them up. But most of these magical affirmations for wealth, for specific person are going to be clickbait content. There's always going to be a set of people for whom it will work. So my style of manifesting or my style of affirmations will work maybe for millions of people. But again, there's a set of people for whom it might not work. There's always going to be audience for your content. There's always going to be someone resonating with your content. So whoever is giving any kind of affirmations, there will be a set of people that resonate with that. But it's not necessary it might resonate with you. So if it does not, don't feel bad that these magical affirmations didn't work for me. It's just because you did not connect with those words in any kind of way. So create your own affirmations, be authentic about it, make it natural, and you will connect with those words. And what happens when you connect to words? When you connect to words, it changes your feeling state around it. It changes your mental state around it. And what we are targeting at the end of the day is changing your state. Through your words, through your thoughts are your words in your head, we are changing your state. So this is how you create the most authentic, natural, and powerful affirmations. Just think about how will you tell people, your closest people. It's that simple. So I really hope I was able to help you remove some doubts around this technique of affirmations. In case you have any other kind of doubts around any other technique, do let me know in the comment section below, whether it's visualization or SATs or inner conversations, and I will make separate videos on that. Okay. I will see you in the next video. Till then, have a great week.